Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about naming polygons, what polygons are, and how to name them. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about what a polygon is. A polygon is any closed, two-dimensional shape with straight lines. So for example, this isn't going to count as one of our polygons because it's a circle, it's got curves to it. That doesn't count. This also isn't going to count as one of our polygons because it's not closed, it's open. Not only that, but this is also not a polygon. That's in fact two separate polygons. When these lines bump into each other, it splits it up into two separate polygons. Each one of these is a polygon, but the whole thing is not one polygon. Okay? Polygons are closed 2D shapes made up of straight lines. The way that we name a polygon is by the number of sides, angles, and vertices that they have. Sides and angles should be pretty easy for us. Sides are like one of the lines. Angles is the measurement between those two lines. This would be our angles. And vertices are just the pokey bits, the points where those two lines come together. So, if I'm looking at the sides, angles, and vertices, and I count them all up, I'll know what kind of polygon I have. The simplest polygon is one that you already know the name of. Here, if I look at this shape has 1, 2, 3 sides. It also has 1, 2, 3 angles, or it has 1, 2, 3 vertices. No matter which one I choose to count, whether I'm counting the sides or the angles or the vertices, I'm always going to get 3. So I call it a triangle. Just like a tricycle has 3 wheels, a triangle has 3 angles. We're not very creative when we came up with this name. We just said a 3-angle shape. Tri means 3 and angle means angle. So it's a 3-angle shape. The next one is a quadrilateral. Now there are lots of quadrilaterals. You're probably familiar with quadrilaterals that look like this. This is a quadrilateral. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides to it. Or if you wanted to count the angles, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. Or if you wanted to count the vertices, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. Doesn't matter what you count, you're always going to get 4. This is a quadrilateral. If anybody's ever ridden on one of those quad wheelers, one of those like ATVs, it has 4 wheels. That's where we get quad. Quad is 4. Okay? So it's a quadrilateral. Lateral just means like the sides. So it's a 4-sided shape. You might be familiar with some of their special names like a rectangle or a square, but this is also a quadrilateral. It looks very strange, but it has, if I were to count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. That's also a quadrilateral. It's not a regular quadrilateral, and there'll be another video on what regular is, but it is a quadrilateral. We can go more into depth into what quadrilaterals are in another video. For now, let's talk about the other kinds of polygons. You'll notice that all the rest of the polygons follow a pattern. They all end in a gon. That's just because we're lazy, and the agon means a polygon. The first part tells us the number. Pent means 5. If anybody's ever been to the Pentagon in Washington, you can know that the Pentagon is a 5-sided military base. The Pentagon is a 5-sided military base. Actually, it might not be in Washington, it might be in Virginia. But the Pentagon is our main military base. It's a 5-sided base. A hexagon is 6. I think the easiest way to remember a hexagon is to think about, there are some crazy people out there who think that this is a bad number. It's not a bad number. It's not like a witch's number or anything. It's just a number. But some crazy people think that this is a bad number. And the easiest way to remember a hexagon is like wizards or witches, in stories they might cast a hex or a spell on you. So a hexagon would be whatever the bad number is. Hept means 7, and there's not really a great way of remembering that. There used to be, because September used to be our 7th month, but it's not anymore, and that's not going to help us out. Hept means 7. There's not really an easy way to remember that one. Oct is pretty easy. It's like an octopus. An octopus has 8 tentacles, so an octagon has 8. Non even sounds like 9, so that one's easy. And decagon is like a decade. A decade is 10 years, or a decimal, which is 1/10 of the whole. So here we see all the parts of polygons. I'm going to draw a polygon, and I want you to tell me what kind of polygon it is. So I'm going to draw in that polygon. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. What kind of polygon is that? Look down our list and see what kind of polygon it is. Well, if I count up the sides, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. If I see 7 sides, I look at the 7 number, and that's a heptagon. This is a heptagon. Let's try another one. Okay, what kind of shape is that? When I look at this shape, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, which means it must be a pentagon. It's got 5 sides to it. There's our pentagon. All right, let's go ahead and let's try one more. Let's try this shape here. Okay, what is that shape? Pause the video if you need more time. For me, when I look at this shape, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. That means it's a quadrilateral. In fact, this is a special type of quadrilateral called a parallelogram, which we'll talk about more in a different video. I hope this helped, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.